Oh,
We're playing
cheers.
with Resident Evil
Um,
2, Leon A, 1998 OG, by the
go.
way. Yeah, baby. Good luck, man.
This
Oh,
is
cheers.
Resident Evil 2,
Silent
1998 on the
three,
PS1.
two,
Uh,
one.
commonly, this is mostly speed run on the PC
This
version. It's
is
a lot quicker than the PlayStation 1,
Resident
but
Evil
I'm
2,
stubborn
1998 on
and
the
I like to play the
PS1.
old versions.
Uh,
I really am.
Commonly, this is mostly
Um,
speed
Added
run
to that
on
as well,
the
the
PC
Japanese
version. It's a lot
version
quicker than
does
the
increase.
PlayStation 1, but I'm stubborn and I like to play the old versions. I really am. Added to that as well, the Japanese version does increase the time or make it a bit quicker by about a minute, give or take. Again, just me being stubborn and picking the American version. That's what I'm used to. With the American version, a couple of the zombies at the start and in the police station are actually going to be in the odd positions, unlike the Japanese version. And it adds a little bit extra difficulty curve to it. So we'll be going through that. Right off the bat, not much I can do. We get like a little 40-second cutscene here that I can't skip. It's wonderful.
Hold your fire! I'm a human!
But yeah, I am Iceman. I typically speedrun Metal Gear Solid 1. It's probably what I'm most known for. Other than that, I do like playing Resident Evil games and Silent Hill runs as well. And when I'm not doing speedruns, I'm probably doing challenge runs, such as Knife Only or, I don't know, 6% in Metal Gear Solid.
Noticed something was wrong. The entire city was infested with zombies.
The first time I actually started running this game was back in 2013. I wasn't good back then. It was more like, oh, I can beat it in under 2 hours. I'm good enough kind of thing. But the first time I decided to put some effort into it was December 17th, 2013. And the only reason why I know the date is because it was my mate's birthday, and he asked me to come round, and he's just like, oh, you should play this game in front of all your friends. And I'm like, alright, cool, I should. And so I go over there, and my first time ever playing this game in front of a crowd, I get all the way to the basement, and I die to a licker, who one hit kills me, unfortunately. So, I was like, alright, I'll call it there. Next year rolls around, 2014, same day, December 17th, I died again to the same licker. And this happened 2 more times, and I just couldn't believe it. And then finally, in 2016, I managed to beat the game finally in front of my friends. That was cool, thanks Misty. And ever since then I've just been playing it on the side a little bit here and there. It's not much to say at the start here, it's just a bit rough. This bus section here can be a bit painful, as the zombie on the floor can take a random amount of shots depending on difficulty. Typically like 1 to 5, that's not too bad. An average bus, I guess. I got grabbed a couple of times at the start there though, that wasn't too handy. Once in the basketball court and after the dumpster, but we'll live. And now we're finally onto the police station, so not much to really do at the start here again. Like I said, there's whoops, where am I going? There's a cutscene coming up with Marvin, which goes for like a juicy minute and a half, give or take. Again, these aren't skippable, regardless of the version you play, unless it's modded maybe. But the key differences between PS1 and PC are notably the loading zones and the doors that you go through. The PC makes it so much quicker. So much so that the average PlayStation 1 run would go for about an hour 15, and the average PC one goes for about 50 minutes. So it's a big 25-minute difference there between the two.
Oh, man. Who are you? Oh, you must be the new guy.
Leon.
Sorry, but it looks like your party.
Not much to say really with the cutscenes.
What happened?
um,
About 2 months ago, there was this
Yeah,
incident
other than
involving
it's been a real delight being able to watch so many runners today go through various Metal Gear Solid and variety games today.
and the other STARS members
I did wake up a bit late, so I unfortunately missed the start, because it did start at, this marathon today started at 2 AM for me, and I was definitely fast asleep. But when I woke up, it's been an absolute delight, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen tomorrow and the day after. So I know I think there's Resident Evil 6 on Saturday, I think it is, or Sunday. A couple of other Metal Gear Solid games. The schedule that's on the link will be able to tell you what's coming up next in your own time zone.
Just go.
Alright, sweet. We finished with Marvin. We won't have to deal with him for probably 20 minutes.
Just hold on.
Now, the thing I love about running RE2, or any RE for that matter, is a lot of it's like real precise movements. The slight... Oh my god, what am I stuck on? Bit of solid air there. Alright. Speaking about movement, the whole game's pretty much just built on precise movement, both with just open hallways and ones filled with enemies. And there's just something about that precision that I really enjoy learning and trying to master. And you'll see some pretty intensive dodges and stuff later on, fingers crossed, of zombie maneuvering. And you won't see a couple more, I guess, ballsier strats that are... They only save probably half a second, but you risk going into caution quite easily, so... Get introduced to our first liquor here. I don't know about you, but the first time I ever played this game, it was definitely a sight to see. We're going to skip the cutscene, sadly, but... Scared, absolute, terrified me as a kid. Now, I don't see a lot of people do this, but I actually grabbed the red jewel first here. I don't think there's any time loss or save either way, since it's more of like a... You have to go in here regardless, whether you do it now or later. But for some reason, I've always just done this first, and then continued on. With a mate of mine, Rad Shaz, we've always raced each other in this game a couple of times, and this is like the part where we split off and start doing our own things. The only thing I could really fault this game for, in a speedrun sense, is it's very linear. There's not a lot of variety to what you can do. You're just bound to the exact path of everyone else, unfortunately, and it just comes down to enemy placement and movement. Oh, he's getting stuck on everything here. Look out. So at the top of the stairs here, there's a statue we've got to push for the a puzzle that drops another red jewel. And usually, first person coming through here, they'll push all the statues simultaneously, get the red jewel right off the bat. But it's actually quicker to do one statue at a time, given the direction that you're going to be traversing through. And since we need to go through that door, and this statue ends up near the door, it'd be quicker just to continue through the door and come back later. We're only talking probably a matter of 10 seconds, but it definitely makes a difference when you get to the end game of top 10 times. Another little small cutscene here, if anything needs to be called out at all. Goes for about 40 seconds, and sadly I can't skip it.
Leon!
It's good to see you're still among the living.
It's good to see you're still among the living.
Oh lord.
It looks like we're not gonna find your...
I think we're all plagued with that. Every game that anyone here ever speedruns, it's just the unskippable cutscenes getting stuck in your head forever.
There's no reason for us to stay any longer than necessary.
Back when I used to start learning this run, actually, in the locker just to the right of the screen there, next to Claire, has a shotgun in it, and I used to always pick it up because I was terrified of like 2 sections later on. And I was like, I have to get the shotgun, I'm not going to be able to do it without it. And then I realised how silly I was. The first section that I used it for was the Marvin office. You'll see that in about 10 minutes, I'd say. Pretty much, you enter a cutscene where Marvin comes up and he's zombified, and you're pretty much face to face with him. And I'd use the shotgun there to get out of the way. Push it, Leon. And the second place I'd always use it would be in the factory later on, just with like a huge horde of zombies. But I eventually figured my way out and how to dodge them, thankfully. Oh, push it. There you go, Leon. So we won't pick up that red jewel since we've got to come back here. We'll just keep going this way. We'll get it later. Oh my god, Leon. Now, I've activated auto-aim, which is the Type C in the PS1 version, and it's great for this section here. It's just a nice little safe strat. If you aim your gun, it will line you up perfectly to dodge this zombie. You can run right behind him without any issues. There's a slightly faster method of just going, hoping for the best. I'm getting stuck on everything here. Hoping for the best, but I'd rather not risk it. Oh no, he's getting grabbed by the jazz hands. They don't do any damage, thankfully, but they do waste a bit of time. Don't worry, we'll get to the sewers later, and we'll get poisoned by one of the spiders. It's almost guaranteed when Rad Shaz is around. Oh no! Oh, we're fine. There's a running gag within the friend group of ours where every single time I watched Shaz play this game and speedrun it, he would always get poisoned by the spiders. It was... You could put money on it and guarantee that you'd make profit. And so it's now coined the name Getting Shazed if you ever get poisoned by a bunch of spiders. And it's going to happen. I can feel it. Sweet, so now we've got our first key, the spade key. It only opens up 2 doors. The first one being the filing room, or just a whole bunch of room with files in it. We'll get a crank from in there. And the second room will be the hallway after the STARS office. And I always loved the idea of this, like the coloured keys do specific things, the whole idea of it. This dodge here with the liquor is a pain to do, but I think... Never mind. I'm cautioned. Wow, game. I was about to say, like, it used to be a real troublesome spot for me. I'd always get hit by him. And, I was about to show off, and of course, you know me. It goes wrong. But that's alright. The liquors in this game are probably the most annoying to dodge, especially later on in the labs. There's a room with 3 of them, and they're the enhanced versions. It's pretty much normal to get hit there once, honestly. I'm going to try and pick up this green herb here. I don't fancy my chances. Oh, if he hits me, I'm going to be upset. I'm upset. Because now I'm on, like, orange caution, so this green herb isn't even going to heal me. Love to see it. It's alright, I'll fix it up. The problem with being on caution is Leon's running animation is a little bit slower, and so you end up losing about a quarter to a half a second per room, just based on running speed alone. It also makes dodging a little bit more difficult too, just same reason, it's just due to the speed. I don't have a healing on him for quite a while actually. So he'll be stuck on caution until the other side of the police station, but it's fine. Sweet. So now coming up, we're back in the STARS hallway here. Depends on where the zombie is, if he's close or not, we'll wait him out. There we go. I'd rather not get grabbed and put down into a lower health, because once you're in danger it's obviously even slower and you'll be struggling. So we've got our first... Never mind, sorry, wrong room. What am I thinking? You just run right through these dudes. We've got our first puzzle in this room, the library puzzle. Pretty simple one. It's kind of just like match the picture. You get to push a couple of bookshelves around. It's nice. Oh, I'm getting stuck on every corner here. So that little plate next to Leon right now is the you're supposed to inspect it, and it kind of shows you a bit of a diagram. But Leon's been in the police station before. He knows what he's doing. Oh, okay, game, okay. Not a problem. And we get our first plug. And oddly enough, the door in the basement area, or sewer if you will, has a chess-like puzzle lock. It's quite interesting. It just seems to be some dude who like really likes chess, and so he's formed this puzzle that needs a king plug, queen, bishop, and rook to unlock it, which is what we need to collect right now. It's the main objective at the moment. These are the zombies on the American version as well that differ from the Japanese. Oh, help yourself, there's more of me to go around. Oh no! Game! Oh, whatever. So it's a lot more conservative to just shoot the zombies until they stagger, and then you can run right by them without having to worry. Unfortunately in that situation you decide to lunge at me, which wasn't too great. But that's alright. Through this door here there'll be some healing items. You're not supposed to pick them up, but in this case it's quicker to pick them up so you're back on fine. Not a problem. So it should be like one up here and then two down below. I'll grab all three because I should be on orange caution. Oh, yellow. I'll still need two anyway, I believe. Bit of a pain, but it's alright. There we go, back on fine. The one thing that I do love about RE3 over this one is the quick turn ability. It was only implemented in RE3 onwards. And going from that game back to here, it's a huge difference. You realise that now, especially with the type maneuvers that you need to do. Okay, cool. So there's a bit of a fire here. There was a cutscene on the B scenario showing a helicopter exploding and crashing into the wall. We need to put that out because it's currently blocking our path. And so down here we'll be able to find a valve. Oh, okay, walk straight into him, no problem. Good thing about how you're playing one game is with you can repeat it's alright, cool. So we've got the valve, we can chuck it in this little bit here and put the fire out. Sweet. The most important thing, I would say ever, playing this game or running this game, is there's a section later on that requires that valve, and forgetting that valve is just upsetting. Thankfully in a Leon A run, we won't even be touching the inventory box. I might use it once. What am I stuck on? Getting stuck on everything. I might use it once in the labs just to make a little bit more room, but usually you don't have to use the inventory box once. So the valve's going to stay on my inventory the entire game, thankfully. Now we can whack the red jewels into the statue here and get ourselves another plug, as well as a pink diamond key. Are you sure about that, Leon? You want to take a double check there, mate? 'Cause I'm pretty sure that's where it goes. Oh, look, it did. It fit. Oh my god. Good on you, Leon. Love to see it. So we got ourselves the king plug. And now we can go back and check out Marvin since we got the pink key. It unlocks the door just behind him. With Marvin as well, there's a nice little dodge. There's a room called the locker room just prior to Marvin's office. And I would say it's probably the hardest dodge for me, at least. I always seem to manage to make mistakes in it, and I love it. Trying to fit the gap, that's my bad. Oh, and I'm on caution again. Love it. Oh, it's alright. It would have been cool to shoot his legs out like I mentioned earlier. The only problem, or only reason why I didn't, is I've got to make sure I've got enough ammo later for a crocodile, 4 shots for a tram boss, and maybe 2 more for another leg stun later. And right now, I'm pretty sure I'm sitting on exactly that much, so that's fine. There'll be a green herb inside of Marvin's room that I'll grab. Oh, it's stuck on everything. There's a little cheeky dog out there too, barking. It's great. Let's hope I can get this liquor dodge now on caution. That'd be wonderful. Yeah, I'll take it. The trick with that, at least in my opinion, is to kind of bait him into the corner and then go out wide so he can't hit you. And it usually works about 9 times out of 10, but every so often he might just stand in the middle and swipe you, which is a bit annoying. Given my current health and running speed, I'm going to have to wait this zombie out a bit. Oh no, I just get grabbed by, that's fine. If I die in this locker room, I'm going to be upset. So this is the room I was talking about, the one that's got a really painful dodge in it. And I'll take it. I will take that. Makes up for all the other times I got grabbed by something silly. I hope this puts me on fine too. Ah, sweet. We are good. We're back in the game now. Look out, Marvin. Here I come. Sweet. Catch you later. We'll just leave him in there. We don't need to kill him or anything. He's cool. And sweet, so now we've got the heart key. We can now head down to the basement, which is this way. Now, the basement isn't too bad. It starts off with dogs, a couple of zombies. The spiders are what I'm going to worry about for a little bit, but the biggest problem might be the lickers on the way back. It depends on how many times I get hit. The red key only has 1 use as well, so once we unlock this door we can chuck it away. Apparently Leon knows the map's layout or something. I'm not too sure. Some herbs there as well for a rainy day, just in case. And we can head down. So there's going to be 3 dogs in this hallway. They're pretty easy to dodge. There could be a time where they do something silly, but I've never seen it happen until maybe today. No, we're good. We're fine. We enter the parking garage, and now in here we get to meet Ada, the mysterious woman in the red dress. It's also an unskippable cutscene, so... Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. When I saw the uniform, I thought you were another zombie.
Who are you?
Ada Wong.
And what are you doing here?
I'm looking for some guy named Ben. He's one of those reporter types, always looking for a scoop. I heard he was locked up in the cell block, only there's a wrecked car barring the entrance. I've been trying to find another way inside. If we work together, we can move this thing. Give me a hand here, will you?
Alright, so out of the blue, a woman appears, tries to shoot at Leon, and right off the bat, the bloke is just wanting to help her. You know he's an absolute legend, Leon. And so they work together, they push this truck, which apparently has the handbrake on, so I don't know how they're pushing it, but we'll go with it, why not? One of them has to be, you know, built or something. And we finally entered the prison cell. And we'll get to meet another character as well, Ben.
Ada, wait!
Who I would say has one of the goriest and most interesting deaths ever. Which I really do wish the remake had this death implemented. The one they had in the remake was pretty cool, I liked it, but the original was definitely far better. You must be Ben, right? Get up,
Let me guess.
now.
You must be Ben, right? Get up, now!
What do you want? I'm trying to sleep here.
Is this the guy?
Ben? You told the city officials...
It's a shame you can't really skip these cutscenes. Even on the PC version you can't. Because they add up to probably at least 10 minutes of the run, if that, maybe 15. Although, at the same time, I'm sure a lot of people prefer the downtime as well. They can go to the bathroom or get some refreshments.
Based in Chicago, but he suddenly disappeared 6 months ago. I heard a rumor that he's here in the city.
I don't know anything. And even if I did, why would I want to tell you?
Ah, okay. Never played the GameCube version.
Okay, I say we leave him in
Yeah,
there.
and you can skip the doors on the
Does anyone know
PC,
where they
which
put the key
makes
to
it
the cell?
incredibly fast.
I have it
Right here, officer. But I'm not leaving this cell.
Those zombies aren't the only things crawling around out there.
Alright, all I'm worried about right now is what's going to be below this manhole cover.
Like I
Because if I get poisoned,
I'm not leaving this.
I'm not going to hear the end of it. I really won't. The stream will end, I'll go relax, and then I'm going to get grilled for it. Someone's going to be like, oh, you got poisoned, classic. Oh, good friend of mine, they'll do it. I'm certain of it.
Look, if you want to live, then you're gonna have to leave with me.
But do you even know how to get out of the city? There's a kennel in the back of the building. Inside
That's how I feel
there's
about
a
the
man.
American
Go
version,
through and
Max,
it'll lead you to the
with
sewer entrance, but it won't be easy.
of Metal Gear Solid, the 2-minute 30-second cutscene of Liquid monologuing. There's so much you can get done in that time frame. It's so good. Okay, cool. So I've got 7 bullets. That is exactly how many I need for the rest of the run, for the handgun at least, so that should be fine. Ugh. Oh, it's 1 extra, sorry. I've got one bullet spare. Okay, game. Please don't poison me. I don't need this today. I've already got hit enough, you know, like, it was enough for me. That one's not to worry about, it's this one here. He's random, he does the most bizarre things. We're fine. Catch him, mate. We're fine for now, at least. I've got to go past him one more time. Well, 2 more times, sorry. The problem with being poisoned in this game is not only do you get put down to the same running speed as caution, regardless of your health, but your life will also slowly decrease 1% every, I think it's every second, I believe is the number, which is honestly terrible, because if that is the case, within 99 seconds you're a one-hit kill, which is fantastic. And the only way to cure it is to get a blue herb, which at the moment there's only 2 of in front of me. There's one in the room just to the right, and then there's one next to where Ben's cell is. Both completely far out of the way of where I need to go.
It's a dead end.
Don't worry, Kat, it's gonna happen. Wishing me bad luck and all, I know you
Get
did.
upstairs through this shaft. Give me a boost. I'll go and check.
I'll go and check. So there's a nice little section here, you get to play as Ada. Bit of variety, especially... Seemed kind of like a new concept back in the day, almost. Being able to change characters and stuff. She only has one purpose at the moment in the game, and that's to find the green key, which we're going to do. If you were to play the Claire version of this game, instead of playing as Ada, you'll play as Sherry, who is honestly a tank. She takes more hits than like all the characters combined. For a 7-8-year-old girl, she is an absolute weapon, I tell you. Now we get a little pushy box puzzle, which almost makes you question, like, how does each person go across this bridge on a normal day-to-day basis? Nice. I turned the wrong way, but that's fine. A quarter of a second at most. Now, I didn't push them all the way, because thankfully the game's going to push them the rest of the way for me, for free. It's free real estate. Yeah, Cherry would be an absolute weapon in a zombie apocalypse, I tell you. If I wanted anyone on my team, it would be her. Okay, so we've got the final precinct key. We can head back to Leon now. And you should see the arm on Ada. Oh. The key, not a problem. I think anyone can throw a key like her. But when you pick up the shotgun shells... I don't know what that was, but something bad happened. When you pick up the shotgun shells... Okay, thanks, game. I don't know how much they weigh. They'll probably be at least... 10 kilograms, surely. Minimum. And she hurls them like they're nothing. Absolutely sends them.
Leon, can you hear me?
Ada, did you find anything?
Right here.
Fuck, what an arm.
Hey, I can't reach the ventilation hole. I'm going to have to find another way around. I'll catch up with you later.
Ada, wait.
What? Ada, wait!
Yeah, it's kind of like the running gag if you ever play this game. The amount of times Leon asks Ada to wait. For her not only to, you know, not listen to him, but just bugger off and come back later. Alright, so here's the worst one. Please don't poison me. I don't need this today. Oh, we're fine. We're gone. Catch him, mate. Won't have to deal with him ever again. We are good. We didn't get poisoned. Alright, so now we've got the green key. We can unlock a few extra doors. First being to uncover the Magnum, which will be our main weapon for the rest of the game, pretty much. The only time we'll be using the handgun, as I mentioned, is 1 bullet for the crocodile and 4 bullets for a tram fight where not Mr. X, sorry, Birkin like punches his hand through the roof unconveniently. That story I told at the start of the game where I kept dying in the basement, this is the hallway here. The notorious hallway. Which I've just done flawlessly, which doesn't normally happen. I'll be putting that on my resume. We're good. I have to say that the knife is a really good weapon in this game. It's terrible, but it's really good at the same time. It actually gets a bit of like a damage boost. I don't know why I was going to those herbs. It gets a bit of a damage boost against bosses. So when you use the knife against zombies, it only does 3 damage. But against bosses, it does 20 for some reason. Oh, I ran straight into him. That's my bad. And I'm on caution. Beautiful. Now this room, there's a really good dodge where you run right through them all, and I'm not going to do that. But when you see it get done, it is beautiful. Don't worry, I'll probably be picking up the first aid spray inside the magic mirror room anyway. Knowing my luck, I'm going to get grabbed in this hallway. This hallway here, the red room, is very common for getting grabbed. It's such a tight room to dodge all the zombies. Or just whatever game. Okay. I fancy my luck on the way back at least. Sweet. Now this... I reckon I was about 6, maybe 7. And my dad was playing this game. And he got to that point there, just before you have to pick up the item. And he's like, oh, do you want to have a turn? And me, oh, thanks, game. And me, like, oh yeah, that'd be great. He gives me the controller. He's like, alright, so all you have to do is just pick up that little plug there. And 7-year-old me is just having the ball of, absolute joy of the time. Picks up the thing, and oh, I was not expecting that. I jumped off the chair. Oops, I forgot that was not the one that cutscene. I've been in caution most of this run. Oh, what am I doing? Should be alright. I was thinking of picking up the first aid spray, but I don't have the inventory space for it. I could have used it, but at the same time, it's just... Alright, come on game, give me the good dodge. Give me the good dodge. Never mind. Oh no. Oh. This ain't good. I have to dodge 1 liquor and then fight a boss on this health, which I'm not looking forward to. I think I'm on orange caution, which ain't too good. It's a 1-hit kill from pretty much every enemy, except for zombies. But if you get comboed by them, then yeah, definitely. I did a run of this literally before, like, an hour before. No. Oh, that is terrible. Plywood, if you're there, I don't have any saves at this point at all. Nowhere near it. I can't believe I died. I really can't. Because, like I said, I practiced this early today a couple of times. And no problems. I can see what save I have. Embarrassed as well.
Oh wow. I, I saw you died.
Yeah. I just
Mm.
got hit by everything. I honestly have no idea. It's terrible luck.
That
Yeah, I
is
don't have any...
very unfortunate. Okay. Well, do you know how to do Forest Survivor?
Yeah, I can do tofu if you want.
Yeah, just do some tofu or something. I mean, that sounds fun, right? I mean,
Yeah.
look, it's all good as long as we're all having a good laugh about it. I actually do have something to mention
Yeah,
since
go
I'm
for it.
back in here. We got a hot $50 big money tip donation from Omax who will be running on Sunday. Over halfway to the goal already. Let's get it a bit closer. Thank you so much, Omax, for the support.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks, Omax.
It's very sweet of you. So now we're gonna see some tofu action. Closer. Thank you so much, Omax, for the support.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank
Omax.
It's very sweet of you. So now we're gonna see some tofu action.
Hopefully I'll have better luck this time. Well, we'll pretend that the tofu was the planned run all along. Tofu Mode is a fourth survivor that gets unlocked after beating the game 6 times with an A rank, which sounds really demanding, it is. But after getting all them finishes, you unlock this difficulty, which is honestly just knife only. You've got to go through all the enemies without getting grabbed or anything. You have no... Oh, great. You've got 2 green herbs and a blue herb, and that's all you have for the entire run. No weapons, no nothing. Majority of it isn't too difficult. A lot of it's just running around, precision, dodging things. But there'll be some ivy plants later on, and they are honestly the worst part of the whole run. Excuse me. I've never been poisoned by him before, but that's fantastic. Thank you, Chaz. So yeah, as you saw there, while I was fixing up the poison, that's truly all I have. A knife and 2 green herbs now. It's more than enough if I don't get grabbed by everything. Looks like I'm gonna get grabbed by everything. My luck today with this game is just... it's not having it. It really isn't. But thankfully Tofu is short, so if I did die here, it wouldn't be too much of an issue. It's a very short game mode, just really challenging. This room's quite annoying too. The crows can actually block your entire path, and you just get stuck running in like one spot while they combo you. There's one chasing me, is going to be a bit of a problem. Oh, just get the stairs, we're fine. We're out of there. So I'll wait for this dog here. It's a little bit safer than trying to blaze through it, since I've used up a lot of my healing. Well, haven't used healing it yet, but I will in a sec. This room here isn't too bad either, just a bunch of zombies. It's actually very similar to the main game of where they all are positioned. But we'll bait this one out and just go around him. Now this room here is really tight. I've got to angle myself to the left and hit the door before anyone grabs me. Which is good. That's wonderful. Get a bit of a breather room here, really nice. And then we're straight back into the action with 2 spiders, which hopefully they don't poison me because I don't have any blue herbs. I was supposed to say anti-poison. Oh, he tried. He absolutely tried the weapon. This room has 3 lickers, and unlike the main game, this is actually a lot more tougher to dodge them all. I might get grabbed here. Nice. I'm happy with 2 hits there, it's not too bad. So I'll bait this guy into attack, and while he's winding up, I can run past him. Oh, okay. Sure, help yourself. Now this is probably the hardest hallway in the entire Tofu run. If I get poisoned here, we might be in a bit of trouble. Yeah, I got poisoned. Wonderful. Alright, let's hope for the best. All I gotta do is dodge 1, 2, 4 more rooms. No, sorry, plenty more. 6 more rooms. So I can just hope we do it on poison. Whatever. I'll wear it. That's wrong with a bit of purple tofu. It's just what everyone wants, right? Oh, help yourself. Wait for this one dude. Catch him out. Alright, this room here is incredibly dangerous. I'm going to take this one as slow as possible. There's 3 advanced enhanced lickers. I'm going to bait them into a different type of attack. Cool. It's a little bit slower than just going guns blazing, but given my health status, I'm going to play a little bit safer. These shouldn't be too much of an issue unless I get caught on something. Like him, for example. Sure. Alright, 3 more rooms left, but they are honestly the hardest rooms. This one here is filled with zombies, and I've never been able to get through it without taking damage. Usually I just get comboed here. This is where I'd usually use my healing items and just wear the hits and go for it. I can give it one more crack since my estimate was 120, so there's a bit of time. I can give it one more shot. Of a game mode it is, given the amount of life and healing items, life and weapons.
We gotta see the tofu survive. We need to cook it up for dinner.
We'll get him. He's getting there.
We gotta see the tofu survive. We need to cook it up for dinner.
We'll get him. He's getting there. Oddly enough, it's a channel point redemption on my channel for Tofu, and someone redeemed it thinking I was going to struggle, and I managed to do it back to back that same night, which I was so impressed, because usually I do struggle with this game mode. My biggest problem actually was just getting poisoned by that spider. It's really rare to have it happen, and using up your blue herbs so early is just annoying. Much better. Can we get away from the wall, please? Nah, he stayed on the wall the whole time. That's fine. One hit's there, not too bad. What's in this room again? Oh yeah, this one. Silly me. I was thinking I was in the dog kennel there. I was trying to run around the dogs. There's not even any dogs in here. So as long as we don't get poisoned in this hallway here, we should be fine for majority of the run. Yeah, not a problem. Since we've only got one blue herb, it's great to use it for the poison ivies instead of the spiders. Much better. This room has crawling zombies, so I'm going to run to the right a tad. There we go. This one has crawlings. No, this one's got the dogs again. And then we'll have crows next. Hopefully I don't get blocked by them. I've been comboed by these crows so many times before. They don't do too much damage, but it's just irritating getting absolutely locked in one position. Oh no, it's happening. Get off me. Run for it. Go, Tofu. Go like your whole life depended on it. I'll wait this dog out again. It's just so much easier. A little bit of time lost, but with the difficulty curve, it's worth it. Cool. No, don't get stuck in there. It's the last place you want to be. Nice. This room always gets me, my nerves rattled. Just how close they are to grabbing me. Now the liquor hallway coming up, there'll be the spider room first, and there'll be the liquor hallway afterwards. Again, getting hit there twice is honestly normal. Anything less than twice in that hallway and should celebrate, honestly. Catch him, mate. Oh, come on. I'll take it. I'll take it. One hit. Love to see it. So we're back to the ivy plants. The only trick I know about doing is baiting them into their big swing attack, and then you get a little bit of time to run past them. So this one, it's kind of like a mandatory hit. This one you can kind of dodge, or just get hit by that, that's fine. Alright, now we've got the poison ones, which shouldn't be a problem if I can run past them. I'm not too fast if I get poisoned or not. Or just get grabbed by him. Yep, I'll wear it. Alright, cool. What's my tofu looking like? It's great because the colour of the tofu depends completely on your HP. So you can kind of get an active guide on what your health is looking at. I'll just bait him out to here, it's fine. Come on, where is he? Take your time. Jeez. Catch you later, mate. Now this hallway is just completely chockers with crawling zombies. You can walk this entire area and not have any problems, but put a little bit of speed into it. Where's this dude? What's he doing? Where is he? How far back is he? There we go. Catch him, mate. Back in the liquor hallway, I'll just play it safe for the sake of just getting to the end. There's a nice little technique where if you start sprinting and get them in their prone position, you can then run during the animation where they go back down into like the crawling animation. So it's a nice little trick to get some distance without having to worry about them ever. Oh, it's too close. I touched him. That's fine. One hit there's not too bad. Now, hopefully I don't get grabbed by this ivy like I did last time. I would really appreciate that. I'll get grabbed by him again, sure. Just don't poison me and I'll be happy. That's fine. I'll wear it. Just gotta be quick now. Just these two hallways. I've never ever learned how to get through these ones here. Just the ones chockers with zombies. Alright, that's good. That's good. One hit. This one's not too bad either. I could hopefully get through this one in 2 hits maybe. Yeah, I'll do it. 2 hits. And if I'm on caution, I should be able to take a hit from Mr. X here and not have a problem. Yeah, we're on caution. Should just run right past him. I'll just take the hit. It's fine. Let him have it. Catch you later. And that's Tofu. He's a little poisoned. I don't know if anyone would want to eat him like that, but he's out home free. Adds to the flavour. The only thing that disappoints me is the PS1 version doesn't have the screenshot at the end of Tofu, where it's got Hunk digging into a bit of tofu on a frying pan. They didn't introduce that until the later versions of the game. The one that I've got doesn't have it, sadly. Really upsets me, because I like that picture. What's it say here again? Agent survived and successfully obtained the G-Virus. The virus went into the hands of Umbrella. At least up until the end of the police station. And finishing off with the Tofu, which is the extra mode that you unlock from getting 6 A ranks in a row. Despite the death, of course, I do appreciate coming on board, and it was great fun watching everyone play through and then have my own chance to play as well, so cheers for that. I think Plywood just entered the chat as well.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun run to cover up the scandal. Scandal. I'm just